Here we are going to explore how the order of operations will influence creation of such a simple object as this standard rocker switch wall switch plate, like the one that you can buy at Home Depot for less than $1. So here we have all the dimensions for the wall switch plate, and we can see that this is the plastic part with a uniform thickness of the walls, about 0.090 inches, and it has the number 6 countersunk screws through holes, and it has this rectangular cut for the rocker switch. We also can observe on the part that it has the filleted edges, with the radius of the fillet essentially being 209, the same as height of the part. Now, there is many different ways how can we create this geometry. However, how difficult it will be to create it depends on if you comprehend the order of operations to create this part from the features. So if we look at it, the basic sketch and the basic feature will be the rectangle, and I will say how it is dimensioned on this sketch as a center point rectangles, so 4.495 and 2.745 inches, and then we will extrude it into the brick of the thickness of 0.209 inch. Now, in the next operation, I will actually use the hole wizard to drill these holes at the specified position and the center distance on the center line, and those holes will be number 6 for holes for number 6 screw for the with a countersunk. Next, I will do the fillets. And why I'm doing fillets? Because I want to minimize the number of operations. Usually fillets are the last one, but here if we look that we have a uniform thickness of the materials, that means that we will do the shell. So why I'm doing first the holes and not first the shell is very simple, because if I do the holes first, the shell will automatically create around the cylindrical and conical surfaces of the holes the material boss with a thickness of whatever is 0.09. So this is the thickness of materials, 0.09. So it will automatically be created. If I do this before I do the fillets, the fillet option later will collapse, and I will need to do way more work in order to make the nice rounded corners. And finally, after I do all of this, I will do this rectangular extrude cut in the center. Why I'm not doing a rectangular cut at the begin is because if I did it here, it will also, the shell command will build around that rectangular cut, will bring a fence, and that's not the piece that I want to be. Okay, so let's start the SOLIDWORKS. Let's put the IPS, and we will turn this to be at the 3 decimal places units, because that's how we are dimensioned. Click OK. We will start a new sketch, maybe on a front plane. And we will turn to the center rectangle, and my center rectangle is going to be a 4.495 by 2.745. So 4.495 by 745. Let's see, 745. 2.745. And that's all what I have to do to my first sketch. I'm now going to extrude this sketch out. And I will extrude it for a 0.209 inches upwards. And that will create my first boss. And material, because I will 3D print it, I will add material here through edit material to be the plastics ABS. So let's find our plastics here, and then ABS and apply. Now I created my base feature. The first placed feature that I can put can be either a hole wizard or fillets. Let's do it. Actually, no, let's first do the whole wizard. Why? Because that will be an easier two dimensions. So, before we do the whole wizard, we need to make a sketch on a top face where those holes will be. And I'm going to make a center line by choosing under the line. So I click on here, and then going to the midpoint line. So click on the left click on a midpoint line, and I will turn it into a center line by choosing for construction option. And I will stretch it out as a horizontal line from my coordinate origin. Press escape to exit the command, and I will specify this distance to be 2.375. So I will specify that distance to be 2.375. And as you can see, because I built this line as a center point line, it is fully defined just by adding these two geometries. I can by adding just the one dimension, the other geometries are inferred. So I will close now my sketch, and I will use this sketch to place my holes. Now, if I go to the hole wizard, features, hole wizard, I am going to choose that this is the standard countersunk hole, and size of the hole is going to be a number 6 hole. Fit is going to be a loose because that's the top plate, and the end condition will be a true all. And now all what I want to do is to click on a position and to click on the two points that I want that hole to be. Click escape, and I will delete from this point the central hole. So here it is. So we have now only 2 points. Automatically hole wizard pick up all the points in a sketch. So because we had that midpoint, we just need to remove it from the wizard. Click OK. Look, now we have created perfect number 6 through holes. Now, the next operation I'm going to do is to fillet at the corners. And the fillet is 0.209. And to do that, I'm going to choose all of the edges, doing the edge fillet. So I will need to choose the 8 edges, 4 vertical and 4 horizontal, because we want to have a nice rounded piece. And let's see where we are. We don't want this one, we don't want this edge. It's very easy to actually mess up here. And here it is. Here are our all edges. Well, we need to do 2 more. We need to choose this edge here, not the face, but the edge. It's sometimes difficult to choose what we want. Here is the edge. So we need to be careful at choosing, or choose the selection manager. And again, the edge here. And look, this has given us the nice, that plasticky feeling of the edges. One more thing that we can do, because this is a plastic part, we can actually add a little, we can add here on the feature, on our base extrude feature, we can add a draft of a 1 degree, typical draft for a plastic piece. And here it is, my perfect. Now, in the next operation, I'm going to shell it out from the bottom. I will remove this face, and I'm going to add a uniform thickness of 0.09. And all what I have to do is to choose this face. I have a thickness, and click OK. And look how nicely it is shelled out. I have my mounting bosses, and I do have nice fillets both inside and out. If I did a central cut before, I will end up with some kind of defense or mounting boss structure around. Now, the final operation is to make this rectangular center cut of 0.963 by 0.423. And that will be done by making a sketch and then extrude cut on the top face. Again, we are going to use the central rectangle anchored in the coordinate origin. Going to stretch it out, and I'm going to put the 2 dimensions. The horizontal dimension being 0.963. And the vertical dimension 0.423. And as you can see, that fully constrained our sketch. And now all what I have to do as a last operation is to do the extrude cut through all. And that's at one side, just through all. Click OK. And look at this. My switch plate is done. With a proper order of operations, I minimize the amount of drawing that I need, and I minimize the amount of features. And this is a very robust piece. I can change anything on it. The model will not collapse. Now, in the next stage of your assignment, you are going to modify this plate into something different. You are going to either have an ornamental design or some functional design on it, or the combination of the both. Thank you for watching.